Welcome to the show. It is a review for Spurs versus Everton, and this is your boy Tilly once again. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Spurs outworked in this game, outplayed, outthought as well. I want to hear from you, Spurs fans. Come on in and have your say. I mean, this was just a real shambles of a performance from Spurs, and I cannot believe it. This is one of the games I was really waiting for to see how well is Spurs is gonna respond from last season, not making top four, only settling to play in the Europa League next season. How are they gonna begin their 2021 season? And I must say, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They were outplayed. I have to give so much credit to Everton. Everton came out to play, and they really didn't give any chances to Spurs, and a really surprising performance. I was expecting Spurs to really come out of the blocks in this game and really perform, but they really did not show anything. And at this point in time, I am very much worried of Tottenham. Are they gonna? I think it's gonna change. I mean, this is the first game of the game, first game of the season. Things might change, but the way they really played that game, and you playing it at home as well, this is a chance for you to show like what you mean this season. And the Spurs failed to do that in all fronts. And I have to say, Harry Kane, Harry Kane. I mean, when I was watching the Tottenham thing, all or nothing or stuff like that, and then I got back to that clip when Jose Mourinho was talking to Kane about I'm the man to make you the best striker in England or something like it's something around those lines. And when I watched this game, I'm like, are you for real right now? Spurs fans, are you happy with Jose? Like expressions usually says, Trofinho. Are you happy with Mr. Trofinho's performance today? I mean, he could have just left Dombele on the bench the whole game. He would have made a tiny difference. Even if he came in, he really did make a tiny difference. So I'm sitting here going like exactly what it is that I have to look forward to. I'm not a Spurs fan, but because of your manager, because of this fantasy that Spurs fans have about Jose Mourinho now that he's the coach, I just want to see like I'm gonna be following Spurs throughout the season. I just want to see how Spurs are gonna perform. I'm now really convinced. To be fair, I am so not convinced about this performance. I think Spurs played very poor, very poor in this game, and I don't even know what their next game is, and I'm I'm struggling to find where they're gonna find the goals, because Song was poor in this game. The only player that I can say can come out of this game with his head held high, I would say maybe Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura. I think was the only shining light in that Spurs team today. And when you look at the Everton side, the new signings, James Rodriguez, I think he had a day of his life for his debut. I think he played very well. And of course, the goal scorer as well. I kind of forget his name, but he really played his. He played his part. He played his part. I don't think he had that many chances. But for me, the player that really disappointed me the most for that Everton team would be this Brazilian guy. What's his name? Richardson or something like that. If this guy can actually score goals, Everton were due to finish off this game with about maybe 3 4 goals, and Spurs will not reply, as they didn't even reply with only 1 goal. You're playing at home. Is this the opening match day of the season? This is a type of game where Spurs I will expect to like come into this one and really push forward and be like, this is the new season and this is how we want to play. Because if you ask me, like, did you see any style of football that really interesting that will get you goals and going forward? I really did not. Maybe it's just that it's the beginning of the season type of thing that's going on at Spurs. I'll give him that. I'll really give him that. But if you're a Spurs fan and you're okay with the performance that we all saw today, you really should be asking yourself a whole lot of questions. I don't think Jose Mourinho's failings are due to the fact that he really hasn't made that many signings for Spurs. I mean, you do have a good enough team to not even like fight for top four. I mean, even like the worst I would say Spurs should be fighting for is pretty. It's more like top six. That's the worst I would expect Spurs to be fighting for. But with this performance, if this continues, I'm pretty sure five to 10 games in, if this continues, you're gonna be fighting relegation zone. I'm quite certain of that. And if I was Harry Kane at this point in time, this is time for you to pack your bags and leave, my friend. Because I don't think you're gonna win anything with Jose Mourinho with this type of performance. Maybe it's only a one-off game. I will take that. And I'll give you all of that, Spurs fans. If this is just a one off game, I'll give you that. But it's a 38 game season. You already have 37 left. You already have 37 games left. And if this is how you begin your season, I'm quite sure the team that you play next were pretty much watching this game. How are we gonna break Spurs down? As you can see, I'm not even talking about Everton, the team that won, because I was really expecting Spurs to come out of the blocks in this game and really perform. But all the credit goes to Everton. They came with the game plan and they stuck to their game plan. And Jose Mourinho might be just be complaining as to the distance in which the free kick got took by Luca Digne. That is not something for Spurs fans to be quarreling about, because that don't mean anything. Any team does it. Any goddamn team does it. Maybe if you if Spurs were really clever, they would take notes out of that one. Take notes and be like, you know what? Sometimes when you get a free kick, maybe we're gonna move the ball maybe 5 years up or something like that and take a free kick from there. Maybe that's a pointer that Spurs can take out of this game, because if you take the whole game as a whole, I would pretty much give Spurs more like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I would say Spurs were a little bit more brilliant in the game. They showed a little bit of sauce, but other than that, it was Everton, all Everton in this game. And I come back to this point again. If Richardson can actually finish chances, if he can actually be a little bit more down in his selfishness, I would like to use that word. Maybe not as strong, but I think was just a little bit too selfish. And in most parts of the game, whenever he really tries to um thread a pass through, it doesn't work. So I'm just a little bit surprised as to why did Ancelotti take him off? Because if there was only one player in that Everton team, I could have taken off maybe like after 70 minutes or something like that, or 75 minutes out of that. I would have took off Richardson for sure, because this guy was like very poor on the ball. I mean, he did have some really good chances in the game. I'm not gonna take anything away from that, but at the end of the day, I feel like was a little bit more selfish than it should have been. There's some chances that he took. Maybe there was like a player. I think there was one like James Rodriguez was open right in the edge of the 18-yard box, but he couldn't even look at him. Even the first one, I think, was in the first half, where he actually passed the goalkeeper. There was an actual Everton player wide open inside the six. Not even, I think it was inside the 18 or inside the six. It really doesn't matter. And there was only one defender between him and the goal. So if Richardson actually was using his brain in this game, Everton could have come out of this game with like 4 goals, maybe five, to even make things a little bit better. But they come up with 3 points, and all the praise to the way the Everton played. They the contenders for top six this season. Maybe it's a long road. It's a long road of the season, but I think Everton really started this game well. They started the season pretty damn good as well. So I'll be looking forward to the next games and see how Spurs are gonna respond. As for Everton, I think if they can keep the same spirit going forward, I think Everton will be all right this season. Same as what was the game that played yesterday? The Leeds United. I think they if they continue their form, if they continue their energy, I think they're gonna be very much okay for next season. I'm not really gonna waste my time and really take a look at these match stats at this one. I'm looking forward to the Jose Mourinho's take on the game, and I might clip that or something like that because I just for the purpose of making fun of it. Because there's nothing in my mind that I feel Jose Mourinho is gonna say about this game that makes any sense. I think he's gonna be making more excuses than it is actually taking a good analysis of the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And forget about my hair. I'm trying to, let me take a look at that. I'm trying to get my hair done, and yeah, I was supposed to get done today, but somehow things I really haven't gone according to plan as of yet. But maybe next time I do come around, I'm gonna have a new hairdo or something like that. I think it looks pretty damn good for now. But yeah, I've been your boy Dilly D. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel and make sure you come along every time there's a game. Just look at my channel. I'm gonna be putting out like when I'm gonna be coming live and stuff like that, so you can come in and have your say. And yeah, all friends are allowed. All friends are allowed. So make sure you do tune in and have your say on the show. And yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.